saya ucap terima kasih sekali lagi kepada Datuk Mak San, keluarga dan rakan-rakan di Wisma kerana beri kesempatan untuk saya bersama-sama pada petang ini. Dan terutama keduta-duta, ini yang keistimewaan saya sebut tahun lalu pun di Wisma Putra ni. Saya undang pun tak akan seramai ini berduta. Berduta ni sebenarnya dia memang kiblat dia kepada Wisma Putra. Tapi ada baiknya dan saya sambut baik kerana menunjukkan jalinan hubungan kerjasama dan juga prestasi Menteri Luar kita yang amat membanggakan kita semua. Saya singgung hal ini kerana sesungguhnya prestasi kita sepanjang tahun lalu dalam hubungan antara bangsa, menembusi kawasan ASEAN yang menjadi keutamaan kita dan jiran-jiran rapat kita, Singapura, Thailand, Brunei, Indonesia dan seluruh atau ASEAN ini. Kemudian menerobos ke Asia, Eropah, dan baru-baru ini ke Amerika Latin, termasuk Peru sebelumnya dan Brazil dan Selatan Afrika, juga Ethiopia dan Kenya. Ini menunjukkan bahawa kapasiti dan keupayaan pengaruh yang dibawa oleh Datuk Mak San dan keluarga Wisma ini bukan saja sekadar mengadakan kunjungan, tetapi kunjungan yang memberikan erti kesan yang memberi manfaat akhirnya, arti persahabatan, arti persaudaraan, arti jalinan kerjasama antara negara, dan yang penting juga adalah memberi ruang dan kesempatan mengangkat martabat Malaysia sebagai negara dagang dan negara yang bersahabat dengan semua. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your presence this evening. This is of course a very interesting, unique tradition in Malaysia where we invite colleagues and tonight of course primarily focus on the foreign ministry and fellow ambassadors, high commissioners, but also friends who are Muslims and non-Muslims. In all our functions, we make sure that there is that feeling of inclusiveness, of comradeship. No, I use the word comrade. Don't need to hypersensitive about it. But there is a sense, a true sense of togetherness and respect. And this is one of the key elements in the Madani framework, is the issue of respect. Societies can excel economically and can of course achieve phenomenal growth, economic and digital transformation, etc. But the survival of any country, particularly a multiracial, multireligious country like Malaysia, would depend on our ability and capacity to embrace one another as one great family. I am proud as a Malaysian, crisscrossing the country, and even before Ramadan, during the Chinese New Year, and before that is a Pongal of the Hindu tradition, and then now Ramadan Kareem. You can see this sense among the vast majority of the people. This tolerance and respect is unique. Can you imagine, for example, in Malaysia, the Chinese decided to organize a function to celebrate Chinese New Year a few days before Chinese New Year, just to accommodate the feeling of their brother Muslims and sisters, to be able to rejoice together in a function where everybody can have a great feast. And I told my Chinese colleagues, particularly the chamber, who had organized a massive function, I said, I don't mind, even if you have it during Ramadan. If it's daytime, I will not eat. At night, I will eat. But the sense of respect and tolerance is there. But you see, they took this extra mile, extra effort, just to show that they are Malaysians and they care for the feeling of others. Similarly, the function that we have tonight, I'm sure that Umar Hassan knows precisely many of you don't fast. I mean the non-Muslims. But they pretend to be hungry and they join us in the iftar. And we take it as, part of this tradition that embrace, accommodate, and respect. And similarly, during the Christmas end of last year, and we have the Chinese New Year, as I said, and the Thaipusam. Because Thaipusam is purely a religious ritual, I took great pains to attend the Thaipusam prior to this religious ceremony, just to show that as Malaysians, we must be able to accommodate and respect whilst preserving our faith, moral values. So, this is the occasion to rejoice because you see that sense of, as I said, the spirit of unity is across the board. But unfortunately, we only hear and pick the noise among some political leaders who choose to only to create issues or mischief or only problems. But across the country, you can walk in the city at any time and you realize whether you are Chinese or Malay or Indian or Iban or Kadazan, there is that much of tolerance and respect. And I think we have to take all the effort possible to preserve this. But coming back to the foreign ministry, I must again reiterate my profound respect and appreciation, although I do give sometimes some short lectures here and there, but they have done, particularly last year, during the ASEAN year, before the Philippines, my dear brother Marcos will then assume, and now they have taken the chairmanship. But prior to that, the whole of last year, you can see this sense of dedication. Amran, Manatu Sri Amran, yes. He and his team, under the guidance of the foreign minister, doing a superb job and gives us so much satisfaction. And so many of our colleagues, I'm sure many of you ambassadors and high commissioners would agree with me, it was a splendid job done by the team. And the team, the core of the team is, of course, Wisma Putra. Thank you very much again. I think that's the only message that I have for you tonight. Relax, nothing very strong and serious. I come to thank you. I think Datuk might expect me to say that too. I'm joking. So thank you again for joining us in this occasion, and may Allah give us the strength to continue, the resolve to work harder and to preserve not only the unity but sanity, not only here but internationally. My main concern about international politics, which I don't want to actually touch upon now, is there is a need to bring back sanity among political leaders. May Allah give us that light, not too much in this region, but some other regions. So thank you again. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Thank you, Datuk Seri.